all a very good afternoon. This is Fire here, your trainer, and today, my dear kids, I am back again with one very important grammar module. So, in my previous videos, I am sure you all have gone through the various grammar modules, right? Like singular nouns, plural nouns, tenses, and vocabulary words, and so many things, right? Now, few of my school candidates have posted requests that, ma'am, apart from this, could you we have a good explanation on active voice and passive voice, because it is there in the course curriculum. And I really feel very happy explaining this module because the board exams are coming and my dear kids are extremely excited to crack the exams, right? So let's begin. It is my earnest request to all of you that please follow the steps one by one. Okay, so let's start. Active voice to passive voice. The first part. What's the difference between a thief stole my bag? My bag was stolen by a thief. Again, I am repeating the sentence. A thief stole my bag. My bag was stolen by a thief. Now, a thief stole my bag. A thief stole my bag. My bag was stolen. So, most English sentences are active. They start with the doer of the action. Very important, not passive. They start with the receiver of the actions. So most English sentences, what happens? They are active. They are going to start with the doer, okay? Not passive, because they are starting with the receiver of the action, okay? So now let me explain passive voice. Now, passive voice is used when the focus is on the action, when it is not so important who did the action, and when the one who did the action is unknown. So, important areas, it is used when your focus is just on the action, and when it is not so important who did the action, and when one who did the action is still unknown. Okay, so let me give you an example. My bike was stolen. So in the example above, the focus is on the fact that my bike was stolen. I do not know whoever did it. So remember it. In this particular example, my bike was stolen. Our focus is on the fact that my bike was stolen. However, I do not know who did it, right? So to change from active to passive voice, my dear candidates, please follow these rules, okay? Very important to remember. The object becomes your subject. Use verbs to be in the tense of the active verb. So use verbs, okay? And use the past participle, something that had happened. And the subject becomes object and use by before it. These four rules are extremely important. Again, I'm explaining. The object is going to become your subject. You need to use verb to be in the tense of the active verb. Use the past participle and the subject becomes object and use by before it. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now see, active voice, subject. The servant cleans the room. The room is your object. Okay, this is active. The servant cleans the room. Passive, now what becomes the subject? The room is cleaned by, and the servant is going to become the agent. Okay, again, the room is cleaned by the servant. So did you see how we kept the rules in our mind and had the example? Structure, which is again very vital for active voice to passive voice. Subject plus verb to be in the tense of the active verb plus past participle. Okay, again, you need to have the subject plus verb to be in the tense of the active verb plus past participle. Now, let me give you an example. A letter was written. Okay, now let me explain you verbs to be in different tenses. Okay, verbs when we are having different tenses, and verbs when it is to be in the passive form. Okay, verbs to be in the passive form. Now see, present simple, am, is, are. Okay, now am, is, are plus the past participle will be in passive form. Okay, am, is, are. Again, am, is, are, and the past participle in the passive form. Okay, now past simple, was, were. Now when it is going to be in passive form, was, were plus the past participle. Okay, now present perfect, has been, have been. Okay, but when it goes to passive form, has been, have been, and then the past participle. Okay, has been, have been, past participle. Again, the next part, past perfect, which is had been. So had been plus the past participle. Okay, will plus be, can plus be. Okay, so will plus be plus past participle, can plus be plus past participle. So see how we are having verbs in different tenses. Then when it goes to passive form, verbs that have to be used in the passive form. Okay, now let me explain you with examples. Now examples are very important. It makes you, it has a clear picture in front of your mind. Okay, so let's solve these examples. Helen cleans the house, which is an active voice. Passive voice, the house is cleaned by Helen. Okay, some people collect pictures are collected by some people. The dog killed a rat. A rat was killed by the dog. The teacher will explain the story. The story will be explained by the teacher. So see, active voice to passive voice. See how we kept the rules in front of our mind and how we change it from active form to passive form. Okay, examples. Simple present. A letter is written by Rita. Simple past, a letter was written by Rita. Present perfect, a letter has been written by Rita. Past perfect, a letter had been written by Rita. Future or model verbs, a letter will be written by Rita. Okay, now let me give you example of present simple. See how it's an active form and then it got changed to passive. Tom cleans the house. Passive form. The house is cleaned by Tom. Okay. Example of past simple. Active form. Sam repaired the car. Passive. The car was repaired by Sam. Okay. Now example of present perfect. Active. Many tourists have visited that castle. Passive. That castle has been visited by many tourists. Okay, see how we are using the rules. Rules and regulations are very important. Okay, while you are constructing sentences. Example of future, which is will. Active. Tonight, John will wash the dishes. Passive. Tonight, the dishes will be washed by John. Okay, examples with can. Again, we're using a model verb. Active. Bill can water the flowers. Passive. The flowers can be watered by Bill. Okay, my dear kids. Again, there are examples. Okay, so read the examples, follow the examples, and try to solve the examples. There are umpteen worksheets which are available in the Google. Just search it and solve it. It will help you to score marks. Okay, active. Annie writes a letter. Passive. A letter is written by Annie. Active. Annie wrote a letter. Passive. A letter was written by Annie. Okay, again, active. Annie has written a letter. When we change into passive form, a letter has been written by Annie. Active again, Annie will write a letter. Passive form, a letter will be written by Annie. Okay. Now, there are so many examples in front of you. Okay. So try to solve these examples with me one by one. Okay. The first one, Harry ate six shrimp at dinner. Okay. This is an active form. Let's change it to passive form. At dinner, six shrimp were eaten by Harry. Okay. Next example. Beautiful giraffes roam the savannah. The savannah is roamed by beautiful giraffes. Sil changed the flat tire. The flat tire was changed by Sil. We are going to watch a movie tonight. A movie is going to be watched by us tonight. I ran the obstacle course in record time. The obstacle course was run by me in record time. The crew paved the entire stretch of highway. Passive form, the entire stretch of highway was paved by the crew. Okay. Now again, few examples. Just have a clear picture. Mom read the novel in one day. The novel was read by mom in one day. I will clean the house every Saturday. The house will be cleaned by me every Saturday. The company requires staff to watch a safety video every year. The staff are required by the company to watch a safety video every year. Tom painted the entire house. The entire house was painted by Tom. See, the teacher always answers the students' questions. The students' questions are always answered by the teacher. The choir will enjoy that piece. That piece is really enjoyed by the choir. A forest fire destroyed the whole suburb. The whole suburb was destroyed by a forest fire. Again, now my students are saying, oh my God, Payal ma'am has got so many examples for us. My dear, I have collected these examples only for you all candidates to get good marks exam and moreover to be great, great, great in English. Okay. The two kings are signing the treaty. The treaty is being signed by the two kings. The cleaning crew vacuums and does the office every night. Every night, the office is vacuumed and dusted by the cleaning crew. Laurie generously donated money to the homeless shelter. Money was generously donated to the homeless shelter by Laurie. The wedding planner is making all the reservations. All the reservations are being made by the wedding planner. Suzanne will bake 2 dozen cupcakes for the bake sale. 2 dozen cookies will be baked by Suzanne for the bake sale. The science class viewed the content. The comet was viewed by the science class. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the other part. Okay. The director will give you instructions. Instructions will be given to you by the director. Thousands of tourists visit the Grand Canyon every year. The Grand Canyon is visited by thousands of tourists every year. The homeowners remodeled the house to help it sail. The house was remodeled by the homeowners to help it sail. The salt water corroded the metal beams. The metal beams were corroded by the salt water. The kangaroo carried her baby in her pouch. The baby was carried by the kangaroo in her pouch. So, my dear students, I have explained you the concept of active voice to passive voice. Okay. So here's a thumbs up to completing another important grammar module. Okay. So please practice at home and stay connected with your trainer here. Bye. Okay. Till then, take care of your health. Bye-bye. Thank you.